and then it cuts, and then like a non.
Emiru says Mizkif abusing her. No way, no way, no way, no way. Is this real? Dude, don't let me down. Please don't let me down. Please be real. Please be real. Please be real. Please be.
However, there are certain things that cross the line.
Please be real.
I say that
Please
the
be
line
real.
has been crossed too many times to be counted. There's a point where I believe that people deserve to know.
Please.
I think that at a certain point, if you know a lot of things about someone and you don't say anything to look out for others, it's wrong.
What's happening?
It's wrong.
Destroy Mizkif. Please eviscerate Mizkif.
I don't want what happened to me or what has happened to other people because of
Fuck
him to happen to other
Mizkif.
people. And I don't believe he will ever stop behaving the way he does.
Yes.
But regardless,
Destroy that snake.
yeah, like I said, one of the main reasons I decided to do this stream is
I'm
to come out
team
about all
Emiru
of this
all
because
day.
I can't hold on
Fuck
to it any longer
Mizkif.
because it feels wrong to do so. And an honorable mention reason for why I'm doing this is that for a while, he has been indirectly threatening me through my friends and people that I work with. They've informed me that he said that if I ever talked about anything he did, he would try to create a smear campaign against me in retaliation. I was told that he even approached other streamers who were close with us back when we lived together, asking them if they would join with him, and they all refused.
Dude, he's cooked. Finally, I hate Mizkif.
He approached one of my employees.
Mizkif snaked Ice Poseidon and has been just a libtard bitch ever since.
Multiple people have told me that his plan was to claim that I kill animals and that I killed my own rabbits, since I had several of my rabbits pass away over the course of 3 years while I lived with him. I'm sure he's probably listening now, and it's probably going to come as quite a shock to him that this information made its way back to me and that I've known for months. But if you try to threaten me to stay quiet, especially using my poor dead animals,
let's go.
I'm not going to stay quiet. Okay. So now that I've explained all the reasons why this took so long and why I made the decision to do this
now
stream,
cook Mizkif.
I have a few more things I would like to get out of the way before I start talking about all of this. The way that I'm gonna do this today is I'm gonna run through everything from the beginning to the end to try to get across the story as accurately and fully as I can. And, hold on. I'm also going to be showing a few screenshots validating what I'm saying. I have more
Dude,
things,
cook Mizkif for using slurs and being a rapist and being an asshole.
Another thing that I'd like to mention before I start is that during my statement, I'm going to be mentioning directly the names of about half a dozen other creators who were present for certain things. And I want to say that none of these people did anything wrong. I'm just saying that they were there, and I've asked all of them permission. They all said that it was fine to include their names, but I know this won't stop everyone.
Destroy Mizkif, let's go!
For the streamers that I mentioned, please don't go bothering them or asking them for more information. If there's something else that they want to say, they'll say it themselves. So there's
this is what
no
you get for being a
point to go
sissy
pester
lib,
them
dude.
or
But
bother them.
unironically, it's like, okay, if you're gonna pretend to be a fucking gay libtard and a bitch
but asked me to
and be annoying and betray people who put you on and just like pretend that you didn't do anything bad ever, okay? And join in like smearing other people and like, you know, just being a fucking normie libtard for money on Twitch. Then if you're doing this, you deserve your life ruined.
Some of them
like,
didn't even do anything at all. I tried to keep things private with my close friends, but if anyone during the past year ever approached me asking questions, I didn't lie and I told them the truth.
Show me who Mizkif is.
But yeah, I don't want there to be some kind of witch hunt like, oh, you know, you knew and this, no. A lot of people, you know, didn't know everything or didn't know anything. Okay, I think that's all that I have to get out of the way to start.
Basically, Ice Poseidon put him on, and then he betrayed him.
So,
Now show
this is
Mizkif's
public
sister.
information. I initially moved in.
This is Mizkif's sister.
I'm still sick, like I said. Okay. This is all public, obviously this part. I
This is
moved in with him.
Mizkif's sister.
I believe it was the end of 2021. Because he offered,
Damn!
I was living alone at the time, and I was having stalker issues in Kansas.
To be fair, I just molested Mizkif, but he was asking for it. Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
The org and everything. We did a lot of streams together. And I mean, a lot of people already know this, but I'm just gonna come out and say it. We started dating. We were in a relationship starting January 2022. After I joined OTK.
Dude, destroy
I'm not planning to go into
Mizkif.
too much detail about the start of the relationship because it honestly doesn't really matter at this point. It's irrelevant now. The only things that really matter that you guys need to know for the story are that it was, one, an extremely private relationship. It was even hidden from friends and people in the org, but I mean, obviously people all eventually figured it out. They're not fucking stupid. And
Dude,
second,
her voice
it
is
was
so hard to listen
an
to.
extremely codependent relationship, which
Like, really bad, but
it's not the issue, but that's just, you know, making that clear for details.
never
He initially portrayed
boys,
himself to
not
me
even
as
once.
someone who was very nice to girls and wanted to help me feel safe from stalkers and wanted me to succeed as a teammate. And we grew very close over time, and I was very dependent on him for feelings of safety, social life, like my stream, my job, everything. So,
I love her
besides,
voice. Yeah,
it being
yeah.
a very codependent relationship, the start of it was fine. I saw a lot of people mentioning this. They thought
Dude,
this was what I was gonna talk about.
chat's all gonna be like, oh,
It's not a
fuck,
secret.
fucking
I
Emiru,
think
dude,
everyone who
fuck
paid attention knew that
Mizkif.
he was
He's
very
really love to steal
controlling
clout.
over
Dude, she's more
who I
clouted than
wore,
Mizkif is. Let's be real.
to a degree who I was friends with.
Mizkif like
and
spins a
even
fucking wheel
when I
on
would
stream or something and like cries with the chess girls.
When it was definitely slow over time that bad things started happening. At the start, it would be things like, for example,
Just ruin him. I've been preying on Mizkif's downfall for
he would
so
throw
long.
bottles, like plastic bottles of liquid in it, not
This
like
is
glass
awesome.
bottles.
I
at
knew
me,
he like raped somebody
despite
or
me
something.
telling him like
You could just
I didn't
tell.
like it and it scared me and I bruised very easily.
And I don't even care about that. I
He
just
would,
want him ruined,
throw
you know?
his phone at me. I would tell him, you know, it scared me. I don't like it.
He would
And
throw
one
glass
time, it
bottles
even
at her.
hit me in the eye, which caused me to get a black eye. But he always, you know, was like, "Oh, it's an accident," and I was
Whoops.
like, "Oh yeah, it's an accident."
It
Like,
slipped out of my
you
hand.
know, of course, I'm not gonna think that, you know, he's. Yeah, I just.
Your catch.
At the time, I just kind of was, you know, I just brushed it off. And looking back now, I feel like that was kind of the start of him testing my boundaries, if that makes sense. So that was already kind of starting to show signs within the first 6 months of me and him being close.
I didn't even know that her and Mizkif were dating. I just hate Mizkif. Like, I've been preying on Mizkif's downfall for literally like 4 years. I've been saying it's gonna happen. I've been saying he's probably like got rape allegations against him or something, and I don't even actually care about that. I just hate Mizkif.
What I said during that, everything.
This is the best.
After
He's a
that
fucking
happened,
he's a fucking
his
monster.
behavior started getting a lot
Dude,
worse.
Mizkif is a fucking asshole
which, I
and a
mean,
monster.
I suppose it makes sense. You know, he was very stressed. A lot of stuff was happening, but the bad behavior was ramping up, and I feel like it's so apparent if, like, you know, you go back and watch anything from that time. I tried so hard to help him and be there for him because I really believed in him, and I wanted him to, you know, get better and get back on his feet and be the person that, you know, I always believed that he was. But that unfortunately,
House, that's just like the idiotic right-wing Reddit, you know, non-nuanced take. That's just like the normie.
About a year and a half
right-wing
from when that all happened, it was kind of like slow.
Yeah, that's not like edgy here. That's just like everyone's gonna be like.
I mean, honestly, I'm not even gonna bother going into the details of all of that because there's just too much to cover, and
we respect Emiru. It's
honestly kind of not really relevant to the rest of what I'm saying because the rest of what I want to say is a lot worse.
Dude, wait, there's more?
There was a point where
it wasn't just throwing glass bottles and giving you a black eye.
Really took a turn for the worse.
It gets worse.
Like it felt like, you know, like a very delicate branch just kind of snapped.
Oh yes.
So, and again, a lot of people are like vaguely aware of this, but I'll explain it for people who aren't, you know, chronically tapped into all that stuff. So for a long time after the like cover-up allegations happened and he was like starting to kind of struggle on his stream, he never wanted to stream at the same time as me. Like we really avoided it. And to me at the time it made sense because, you know, I was like, well, of course, like, you know, we share a lot of community members. If we're live at separate times, we're both gonna perform better, you know, it makes sense. But yeah, we were never really live doing the same thing at the same time for a long time, with the exception of like things like events or sponsors or like, you know, just special things.
Right.
For a very long time, and a lot of you guys probably noticed that I would only usually stream on Tuesdays, right now, dude. Thursdays, and Saturdays.
Done.
That was
it's over
because of him. And now I stream whenever I want, but the first time that we ever streamed at the same time was for the 2024 Rust Kingdoms event on Twitch. We were sharing drops, so it was the first time in a very long time that we were both going to be live at the same time doing the same thing, basically. I know you're probably like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? But yeah,
that was what I was thinking. True.
So
how could you hurt this waifu, right?
He's live, we're both streaming, and
that's fucked up.
Like I said, you can go find all of this. This is public. Dude, there are clips of this.
He's a monster for this.
We're both streaming.
Mizkif is fucking sick.
And I thought it was going really well. I thought everyone was having fun.
I don't think you should be allowed to stream on Twitch ever again. You know, or anywhere.
Doing the same thing at the same time. We're all hanging out. You know, we're gonna have fun. Like I was really, really excited. And then I start seeing in my chat people start saying unofficial Miz raid, and I'm like, what does that mean?
Why would we not listen to what the woman has to say?
I check my Discord messages, and he's messaging me.
Idiot.
He's saying like, Emmy,
all this money needs to go to Emiru. I agree.
I'm gonna kill myself. I waited, or I'm gonna KMS. I waited so long for this, etc. Basically he was upset because I had higher viewership than him.
Unofficial Miz.
I had higher viewership than him, and like I said, this is during an event, so there were drops. Like everyone knows when there's drops, like it's not even fucking real. But yeah.
Wait, did I miss? Wait, so what did he do? I was reading the chat.
Messaging me. He's really upset. I tried to tell him, I was like, bro, you should come back and play. Everyone's having fun. Everyone's like wondering where you are. But yeah.
Was he suicide baiting?
Then I'm still live, you know, trying to act like nothing's wrong. And in that house, I had a glass door so I could like see this was happening.
Yes.
He was walking behind me, making sure that I knew he was there. And by the way, so
you're streaming at the same time as me. I'm gonna kill myself.
There were many ways out of that house if he wanted to leave the house that were closer to his stream room. He intentionally chose the door that was right by my room. I feel like that's pretty apparent, at least to me. He starts walking behind my stream and slamming the door so loud that my noise gate can pick it up. So even people on my stream are able to hear this is happening.
That is insane.
And he slams it so hard and so many times that the front door literally broke. The lock did not work anymore. It didn't work for months, and it would just make this horrible sound that I would
because they were streaming at the same time.
Every fucking day, but anyway, so I hear him back there doing this, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I tell my stream, I'm like, hey, guys, I'll be right back. I get up and I go talk to him, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And he's like, Emmy, like, I hate all of you guys. Like, all you guys do is just take from me, and like, I'm just done. Like, I'm just done. And I was like, is this like really happening because of rush drops? And he was like, I don't know what else to do. He was like going off on me, like basically saying that he hated me. And I was like, well, I don't know what to do now. And he was like, go finish your stream so that people don't know anything's wrong.
That's insane. And, that's crazy.
I stop in the bathroom.
That's actually, if that's real, that's actually insane.
Like, you know, checking my makeup, trying to make sure people can't tell that I was like crying. And I'm only in there for like 30 seconds, and he comes and like looms in the doorway. He's like, what are you doing?
As one gold is watching the same shiz. Good.
So I go back.
That's because
and,
we
I stream
all
for a
hate
couple hours,
Mizkif. Everyone does.
Finish the stream. Do my best to just like, you know, carry on the show basically. And yeah, after that, like I said, was when things started to get really fucking bad. It was like something just snapped. For the rest of the week, he streamed the Rust event. He got all the drop viewers. I'm sure he was very happy. I mean, good for him. And during that time, I obviously was like thinking and processing a lot of what happened. But I mean,
is she a man? No, she's a Happa.
This person was at the time like kind of it was like
he was dating
my partner,
my
best friend, and like the only person that like I really talked to ever, or like at least off stream. So I mean, it was just it was a lot. But the very next stream, I went live about a week after that, and I announced that I was planning to move because I knew that I would have to move. So I was like, okay, I have to go live and say this.
Excuse me.
You know, kind of force myself to commit to it. Right? Does that make sense? Obviously, I didn't move out right away, but after like all of that Rust stuff happened was when the other
dude, I should just open Mizkif so you all see Mizkif.
He would
so you know who she's talking about.
Destroy furniture in
you've
front
all
of me.
seen Mizkif.
He would throw things in front of me and near me. Destroy walls. Again, you can go see this in some of his VODs in his bedroom. The holes in the wall. I
fucking hate Mizkif.
There would be times where he was upset at me, and I would go to my stream room and literally lock myself in.
Look at this monster.
To get away from him, and he would be banging on the door and screaming at me. And at the time, he also would more often do things like going, like if we were driving in the car together, he would be going like 150 miles an hour. And like one time he even said like, well, now we're both gonna die. Like threatening to kill both of us.
What?
And
where?
This wasn't like even necessarily because of me or like because of something I did.
Does she know how fast she probably doesn't drive.
One of the times that it happened, it was because
she know how fast that is.
And he was on his phone and he saw that Mr. Beast had put out a video, and Mr. Beast had invited another streamer, and he was like, "Oh, Mr. Beast invited this guy to his video, not me." And I was like, "Oh well, you know, like, huh? Yeah, I guess so."
Oh my!
Which led to him.
Oh my god!
150 miles per hour in the car and talking about killing himself while doing it.
Oh my god!
Then at home, other things would happen.
Everyone's
like,
saying that's the coolest shit ever. Looking really silly now.
Say that
everyone going,
Jimbo
pretending that's not the coolest thing ever. Looking retarded now.
I walked into a room that he was in, and as soon as he saw me there, he threw his
Mr.
phone
Beast didn't invite me.
at
I'm
the
gonna
dresser
kill myself.
and started yelling because I had posted a YouTube video within the same couple of days as him, and mine was doing better.
Oh my god.
So basically, I felt like
I
I was kind of stuck
Oh my
in a loop where I felt like I had to constantly perform and like prove my value to not be thrown away. But at the same time,
Dude.
if I ever performed too well, I was gonna be punished for it.
He was trying to outperform
And,
his
it just felt
cosplay
like a very
girlfriend. How are you ever
rough situation to be stuck
Dude,
in
you spin a
because,
wheel
like,
on your stream or
streaming's
something.
my hobby and my job. Like, it's a huge
How
part
the
of my life.
fuck are you
even
gonna do
before,
that? Are you retarded?
I met him and became like a larger creator. And I remember thinking all the time how it felt like he hated me, but he still wanted me around for his channel and like his thumbnails and everything. And this is still before I moved out.
That's crazy, dude.
There was a time where it was the tension in the house was so unbearable.
I was gonna say, why not just
I would sneak out.
why not just
and I
use
would
her for
sneak
content?
into Esfan's house.
Just
using my
marry
code,
her, no prenup,
And, Esfan didn't know why I was doing this. He saw me
and then
a
let her
couple
make
times.
$1 billion.
I'd be like, oh, I'm just gonna go take a nap in your guest room. He'd be like, yeah, that's fine. I would sneak into Esfan's house just to have some time of like peace and quiet. But eventually, he figured out where I was going, and he would go over to Esfan's house to keep telling me
Why did she
off.
not break up with him? No, she did.
And there was a time that he did it, and I was laying in the guest room bed, and one of the roommates in that house had
Is this gonna be rape?
come to see like why I was crying.
Oh.
And they were standing in the corner, and he came in, and he was very physically aggressive. He was like, Emmy, like, what are you doing? Like, angry. And then as soon as he turned and saw this other person standing there, he instantly like deflated and changed his tone. He was like, oh,
Emmy,
hey, I was
are you
wondering where
okay?
you were. Like, are you
Oh.
coming home?
Emmy,
And,
what are you doing?
That roommate like later asked me about it, and they were like, what the
Hey, you
fuck was that?
good?
Like, are
What's
you
up?
okay?
What's
And I
up?
was just like, oh, it's
Hey.
nothing, because I felt
You
like
alright?
a lot of the reason that I didn't tell the people around me was because I felt like
Dude,
no one
I
would
don't
understand, or even
like,
if they understood,
as we watch
it would
this,
just be a
I don't
burden to
even
them
care what he did. I just
because
hate him.
all of our
You know what I mean?
streams and social circles and communities are
Like, I
so
don't even care how
intertwined.
valid this
I
is
was
or
like,
not.
maybe it's just better for me to deal with this and like hope things get better, basically.
I just want this
I honestly
monster
don't even
destroyed.
remember what the final straw was that I finally was like, okay, it's time to go. Like, I prepared the house that I lived in before this one, like, pretty much immediately after the, like, breaking the front door thing happened, but I was still, like, scared and unsure. So I don't remember what the final straw was, but I remember the day I took Cheddar to the house, because he just randomly started like screaming at Cheddar and was like, get that fucking cat out of my house. So I just grabbed Cheddar and put him in my car and grabbed his litter box and took him there, and I just left him there
Cheddar.
and never took him back to that house. And
Cheddar.
I think like within several days after that was when
Cheddar
I
died?
finally moved out. It
Oh,
was
no.
on very
Okay.
short notice. Like I said, I don't even remember what the final straw was because so many things happened, but there was a time when I
He
just
yelled
knew.
at his cat? That's
I
fucked
called
up.
some movers. I said, hey, can you come
Who does that?
tomorrow? And they were like, yeah, and then I literally moved
Dude, who does
the
that?
next day. Moving out into the last house that I lived in was a huge step mentally because, like I said, a big part of why I moved into the first house in Texas in the first place was because I felt like it was the safest option for me.
Did you know why they live in
Because,
Texas?
You know, I am
Because there's
a girl
no
where it's like kind of scary for me to be living alone.
tax. No.
So it was
Capital
very
state
hard,
tax.
and at the time, even
Income
though like all
tax.
these other things had already happened, I was very hopeful that me and him could be cordial and like eventually like things would be fine, at least publicly, like for stream reasons, that, you know, everyone could just keep streaming like nothing had happened. And, you know, at the time I thought that would be the best thing to do, and I felt like if I, you know, separated myself from him without explaining anything, people that watched us wouldn't understand and would attack me. I was yeah, I mean, it ended up happening anyway, so, but
Damn.
Yeah.
Octoroon face.
After I moved out,
his face is fucking weird. It disgusts me.
Contact. I had hoped that
yeah,
somehow things would get better.
Mizkif's just like a fucking fake
he would always
slop
beg for me to come back.
bitch streamer.
And he would promise therapy
that snaked Ice Poseidon who put him on. That's just fucked
even
up.
Talk to other people and like kind of present like, oh, I want to change. I want to be better for Emmy or whatever.
Dude, what's Soda Poppin' got to say about all this?
There was a short period in October where we had broken up because, I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter now. And when that happened, I honestly felt relieved because I was like, okay, finally, it's like on his terms. So that means he'll be satisfied and he'll be able to say it was his choice and he'll leave me alone. Because whenever I would try to push for it, it just felt like I couldn't like really.
Dude, she's too submissive.
Cover it, if that makes sense.
Awesome. Mizkif career over? Yes.
Hence.
We're canceling Mizkif. Gen Z is canceling Mizkif.
A week after this breakup, he asked to come over to my house and talk from closure. He came to my house and I was crying like crazy because the emotions were just very high because I was dealing with a lot of major shifts in my life as a result of me attempting to start to try to distance myself from him.
Right. TLDR, I just don't like Mizkif.
Talking
and now
crying a lot.
I've been praying on his downfall. My prayers have been answered. Emiru's destroying his life.
Try to comfort me by hugging me while I was sitting on the couch and holding me really close to him. And when this was happening, we hadn't talked in quite a while, and I'm usually very uncomfortable with being touched a lot by people that I'm not in a relationship with. But I let him hold me while I was crying. And he started kissing me in my face, and I let him do it. I was still sobbing a lot. And then suddenly he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hand down my pants. And I screamed.
He was like,
yeah.
She's
and
probably
when
horny.
I screamed, he jumped off me like a cat.
Zam!
And instead of apologizing or checking if I was okay, he said, I feel weird now. I feel like I did something wrong. I have to go. And he immediately left my house while I was still
I can imagine him saying that.
Without checking if I was okay or anything.
You can literally hear that in his voice.
I was still making excuses for him, and I was still afraid of causing trouble for other streamers around us, or like, you know, making things weird for viewers. I know that probably sounds crazy, but like I just felt this pressure, like I had to try to keep things together, if that makes sense. I felt like I'd caused trouble for so many other people if I ever said anything bad about him, or if I caused rifts in our friend group or streamer group.
Right.
I tried to stay on good terms with him and hold everything in, and also I still cared
I gotta
about
go
him a
soon.
lot,
Can she finish canceling Mizkif, please?
At that point had hope.
I gotta go.
That, things would get
is anyone
better,
else live? Can someone else cover this? I gotta go.
You know, he would improve.
I'm gonna go see the Chainsaw.
And
the Chainsaw Man.
He also
movie.
always hammer into me.
Chainsaw Guy movie.
How he never physically abused me because he never hit me, and he would coach me and tell me to tell people or other streamers who are asking about it because they were concerned. He would say, tell them that I never hit you. Make sure that they know that I never hit you. Around the same time, this was during OnlyFans 2, so I guess like December-ish.
Dude, look how evil he looks.
He would often message me in the middle of my streams and berate me.
Dude, why does he look so evil
for
though?
Things like playing the same class as him in WoW because he thought it would make people think that I was better than him.
Wait.
And again, like I
He's
said
blushing,
earlier,
though?
I felt like I was stuck in a constant loop where I had to perform well to not be thrown away. But if I performed too well, I was going to be punished. And I actually wanted to show some of those messages.
Fair. Okay, fair.
Because obviously
it would make him look bad if she outperformed him. And that's crazy. Pokey would say that's embarrassing because how's a bitch going to outperform you in WoW?
Because
you know what I mean?
I honestly just don't want to read them out, but I feel like I want to show them.
Speaking for Koki now,
kind of show what I'm saying.
He's a cat. Okay, I'm gonna raid Asmon, but thank you to our very generous supporters. Thank you, Johns and Jumbo, and all of our top sub gifters and everything. I'm gonna watch it there, dude.
I am planning to probably.
Koki's a 3-time world champ. Yeah, it's true.
You know,
I'm gonna watch on Asmon's too, but I gotta go right now. So I'm gonna raid Asmon, and it will still be happening. Okay. Thank you to all of our monthly subscribers. Thank you to everyone who helps with the show. Blah blah blah. You know what it is. All that.
You can literally go find the stream and
raid.
see me trying to deal with this.
Yeah. Bye
while
bye.
I'm live in the middle of a dungeon, trying to just play the fucking game.